And we are live. At least I think so. Not on Instagram yet, but JJ is working also on that. We are live on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch. Oh man, LinkedIn, Periscope. I think I said them all. And in a second, also for you guys there on Instagram, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is Giada Valenti from Las Vegas. Thank you for being here. I see Sampia, I see Francesco watching from Francesco Maria dall'Italia. Da dove ci guardi dall'Italia? And I see also some people there on Instagram. Hello guys, welcome. Giada Valenti from Las Vegas here, 2 p.m. 2 del pomeriggio per noi a Las Vegas, ore 23 per voi in Italia, 22 per l'Inghilterra e l'Irlanda, perché so che ogni giorno siete in tanti anche a guardarci da là. And 5 p.m. for you guys on the East Coast. Yesterday we had incredible amount of people from the East Coast because we had Frankie Scinta was my guest, and Frankie Scinta is originally from Buffalo, New York. Of course, it's very famous all over the United States, but his roots are in Buffalo. So I got a lot of friends of Frankie Scinta. Yesterday they joined the chat from the East Coast, and today vedo tantissimi italiani. Ciao ragazzi, da dove ci state guardando? Hello guys. That's always I see even Miriam from Martini in the Morning is here. Am I right? Yes, Miriam is here. Martini in the Morning is this awesome radio show, very popular in Las Vegas. I've been blessed to be part many times. And Miriam, I'm so happy that Greg is doing well. We all have somebody dealing with this corona. Miriam è una carissima amica, è una DJ di un programma radiofonico di Los Angeles, e uno delle persone della sua famiglia era malato, ma sta bene. So nice to see you here, Miriam. How is everybody? How is life in LA? I miss you guys. Even though there is I mean, we still can travel. I mean, nobody does it. So I could take the car and come to LA, but it's dangerous. Qui vedo anche Antonio che è entrato, è arrivato Doug. So we have Doug from Sacramento, Miriam from LA. I love you too, Miriam. Then we have Michael. Michael, I forgot Michael and your wife. Where are you watching from? Long Island, I guess, right? You, Michael, sent me the beautiful video last week of you and your wife eating fish and singing Volare. Thank you for that. And so Miriam said that everybody's doing good. Today it's a beautiful sunny day in Las Vegas. Spero ci sia bel tempo anche in Italia, anche se la mia mamma e il mio papà, my mother and father, are always watching. They told me today is cold in Italy. Mia mamma e mio papà mi hanno fatto sapere che fa freddo in Italia, New Jersey. Michael is from New Jersey. So it's cold in Italy, which is very unusual for the time of the year. And it's a little bit chilly here in Las Vegas too, but they said the temperature will rise very soon. I should interview one of these days a meteorologist to see if they can explain why the weather has changed like that. I don't know. I don't know any. I know some in Holland. Do they speak good English, JJ, that I can have them? I don't know. Maybe one of these days I will have some meteorologists join us from Holland and ask something about the weather. A lot of you are joining in. Vincenzo, da dove ci guardi? Ciao, Vincenzo Mollica. Vincenzo Mollica. Non sarà mica Vincenzo Mollica. Oh, Vincenzo Modica. Vincenzo Modica. Okay. Guys, I'll see you there. Today we have a busy schedule. I have an amazing guest. You're gonna love him. This week it looks like it was the week of the entertainers and the journalists, because we had Marvin Scott from Pix 11 on Monday. I know you guys loved it. He shared with us all things about being a journalist. And today he said yesterday on the newspaper here in Las Vegas that I will be grilling him. John Katz is my guest today, and he said I would grill him today with question. Il giornalista di Las Vegas, John Katz, che conoscerete fra un secondo, ieri sul giornale ha detto che oggi lo facevo alla griglia, intendendo che aveva domande difficili. Well, I got some question from him, and actually, you know who you are. Some girls from Las Vegas send me some question from John. You want to get me in trouble if I ask this question, but I will try to ask a few, and we'll see if John is willing to answer. And he should know that they're not coming from me, they're coming from girls. So you girls, you know who you are. I'm sure you're going to be tuning in. But before we do that, please, ragazzi, fatemi sapere da dove ci state guardando. Vedo Antonio da Dublino, dall'Ireland. I see Antonio for Ireland, and all your friends from Germany, Berlin. I see Carlo Isabelli from Chicago. Chicago's in the house. But, you know, before I invite my guest, I always sing a song. And today I decided to sing for you a song. I mean, we go a little bit deep for a second, and then we're going to cheer it up again. I just saw this morning that a dear friend of mine and a fan of mine actually passed away 2 days ago. A beautiful woman, young woman,
Also a singer. She's been to so many of my concerts. The last time I saw her was when I was at Carnegie Hall. Her name is Caterina Maria Curatolo. She passed away peacefully, I heard, and so she's an angel among angels now. And I know she was Italian, like me, Italian American. Caterina Maria loved music. She was a singer herself, and she came to all my concerts. When she came the last time at Carnegie Hall, she was very proud of me. So I wanted to sing a song for Caterina Maria, che adesso è un angelo in paradiso. She's an angel in paradise. So I know she loved this song from Ennio Morricone, Cinema Paradiso. So I'm going to sing for you, Caterina Maria. Are you watching us? Can you see us also? Vi suoi Twitter, Facebook, can you see us also from Paradise? I want to believe that. So, ragazzi, canto questa canzone per una mia amica che è scomparsa. I sing this song for you, Caterina Maria. I will always keep the memory of you in my heart. And now you can attend all my concerts. Caterina can be able to thrive. She has her own wings to fly. Caterina adesso ha le sue ali. Caterina, questa è per te, dal mio cuore al tuo. Se tu fossi nei miei occhi per un giorno, vedresti la bellezza che piena di allegria io trovo dentro agli occhi tuoi, e non so se sia magia o realtà. Se tu fossi nella mia anima un giorno, potresti avere un'idea di ciò che sento io quando mi stringi forte a te. E petto a petto noi respiriamo insieme. Ti sto cantando Cinema Paradiso for my friend Caterina. Singing Cinema Paradiso for my friends Caterina and Angel now. Protagonista del tuo amore, e non so se sia magia o realtà. If one day you could see with my eyes the beauty and happiness I see in you, when I see your eyes, the life I dream of can come true. Or is it just a dream? We are one. For you, Caterina, I hope you can see and hear this sound from heaven. I know you are going to be in heaven, and of course my thought and prayer is for your family. Questa canzone andava per la mia amica Caterina, che purtroppo ci ha lasciati 2 giorni fa. But now we're going to have some fun. This is part of life. My grandfather used to say, we are, I can put this one back. My grandfather used to say, we are here visiting. And so we are just here in this life. Siamo qui solo in visita, diceva mio nonno. Siamo sempre in viaggio per un altro posto. And today I have somebody visiting me in this chat. And you're going to love him.
The lady are gonna love him. I know the lady in Las Vegas, they loved him, and they had some funny question. I'm gonna see if he's there. He normally appears every day from his roof deck, so let's see if he's there. So my guest today, there he is, bright like the sun.
What's up? Can you see me all right? Should I move into a better position? Am I too silhouetted?
No, I can see you. You're wearing sunglasses because you're outside in the balcony.
Yeah, I'm getting some glare here. I have to have the sunglasses on. But if you can see me, I can hear you and see you fine. You look great. Sound great.
I can hear and see you fine, guys. You can see that's Johnny Katz, guys. You guys can see him on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch. I mean, all this Periscope. Did you know, John, that we have something called Periscope?
Yeah. I have used Periscope in the past. I don't use it anymore. It was just one too many platforms for me. I was using it a lot when it first came out, about 2015 or so. I used it a lot then, but maybe I'll get back to it. Is it still a thing? Do you use it? Are you using it?
Actually, I have this system called StreamYard where we are doing the chat, and they connect you right away instantly to there, and from there it goes to Twitter, and goes to LinkedIn, it goes to all the platform. I personally never heard of Twitch. Twitch is for young kids. So we are on Twitch, John, me and you.
Okay.
Somebody is twitching us. I don't know.
Wherever you want me, I'm there. Wherever you want me to be, you know?
You are the kindest man, and we all love you in Las Vegas. And some lady, honestly, when I said I'm interviewing John Katz, some girls, they were girls, appeared, and they said, you have to ask him.
Your game plan.
When I ask you, I have to ask you. It's up to you if you want to ask her. You said you wanted to be grilled, right?
I think I said that you were going to grill me. I didn't say anything about what I thought of being grilled, but you can. The deal is, this is how interviews go. You can ask me whatever you want. That doesn't mean I have to answer. You know.
That's my question, because if they ask me certain things, but many women are wondering how come that a super catch like you is still available.
Why am I still available?
Yes. I said, I'm not sure that he's available. He may not.
I will tell you that I have a challenging lifestyle, and it's not for everybody. You know, under normal circumstances, I have a lot of responsibilities, and I spend a lot of time away from real life, I guess. You know, I run hard. I'm out every night. I push myself very hard. Work takes a high priority, and a lot of people, you know, it's not for everybody. You know, it's not for everybody. And I'm optimistic, though. At some point, I'll probably not, and we'll end up in a committed relationship for the long term.
So, girls listening, there is a hope. He's looking for something. They thought that you were married too difficult. No, I said you're too busy.
I think busy and difficult might go hand in hand with me. I don't know. You know, I'm always optimistic every time I go into a relationship, but that doesn't mean, you know, it's going to necessarily work out. But you know, I'm at this moment, I'm happy where I am in my world, you know.
I know. You're the happiest person. We all love you because you're like the sunshine that you have now on your balcony. So sorry I had to ask you that, but they asked me and I said, I'll ask him. Nobody dared to ask you face to face. So I said, Giada, can you do that? But and thank you for answering. So I have another question for you, though.
Yes.
Because I was trying to Wikipedia you, John. I couldn't find much. So where are you coming from? Where is John Katsilometis coming from? Where were you born? Do you have brothers, sisters?
I have a younger brother, Bill Katsilometis. He turns, he's 2 years younger than me. He turns 52 on April 26th, coming up in 11 days. Yes, and I have my family's originally from really my first hometown is Pocatello, Idaho. I was born in Pullman, Washington, because my father was going to veterinary school at Washington State University, so I happened to be born in Pullman. But my real first town where both sides of my family are from is southeastern Idaho in Pocatello, and my dad had a veterinary practice there in Pocatello. And my mom ran the business side of it, and that's where I grew up until I was 13 years old. And right about when my dad sold his practice and bought land in Northern California, and we had orchard land in Chico, California. So that's the rest of my life was before Las Vegas was spent in Northern California, in Chico, California.
And yeah, you're breaking up here and there. I don't know if it's my line of
California
of
up north there. It's north of Sacramento, California. that area.
We have people watching from Sacramento. Doug is watching every day already for a month. It's one of my dearest friends. He's watching from Sacramento. And what did you want it to be growing up? So your father was a veterinarian. So do you have a passion for animals? Did you want it to do anything with animals? I don't see you and don't hear you anymore. We have some technical problem. I know you guys call this the Giada home network, but it's not a home network. We are depending from the internet. And I see now that John is frozen. John, can you see me and hear? We see only your blouse now. So, guys, while we're waiting to see,
Sacramento.
I tried to see. You're frozen, John. Can you maybe? Oh, there you're back. Talk, John. Talk. We have a very slow internet connection somehow. Me and you, we always have this problem with this internet thing. Guys, can you hear me correctly?
I love
JJ,
animals.
To solve this problem with the internet.
Animals. Can you see me all right? I'm too dark there.
No, I can see you. My problem is the screen is frozen. So I see a lot of people are asking questions. So can you hear me, John? Can you call in and out, John, to see maybe we can get a better connection? Disconnect John.
I'm trying to get us into a proper position here.
Wherever you are, I think the internet connection is not that strong as it was.
I'm frozen. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you, but the
I can hear you and hear you.
Okay, so there is a problem with delay. So guys, sorry for this delay. So, but can you hear me? Guys, this is gonna be funny today. We have this internet problem, but I don't wanna. I think there is a delay. So while I'm talking, you are answering to me. Now John went inside, and still your video is frozen. Can you call John in and out, JJ? Or if we call it out? John, you are frozen. You are frozen on the skin. You see, I was supposed to grill in you, and now I'm frozen you.
Hold on.
Hold on. I'm not going anyplace. Where are we going, guys, right? By the way,
I know we do. I can hear you.
You can hear me. Okay, so we can hear you, but we see you like you're frozen here and there. So you're not grilled, but you're frozen.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you, John. And I see a lot of people said, yeah, we can hear you. We have internet connection, guys. This is
there we go.
Giada home network, but it's just internet. So I was just asking you, I mean, you are a journalist, of course. Is the thing you wanted to do growing up, was journalism something you always wanted to do?
Yeah, I did. I was originally interested in photography. That was one of the things I was interested in was visual storytelling. But then I started being able to write and learn how to write a little bit when I was in grade school, and I really enjoyed that part of it. And I also was very passionate about sports. I was a big athlete, and growing up, we played sports all the time, basketball and baseball especially. So I became interested in writing about sports, and I became a sports writer early in my life.
Yeah.
And when I was 18 years old, I went to work for my hometown newspaper in Chico, the Chico Enterprise Record, and that's really how it all came about. But through the whole course, I was really interested in storytelling. I like that. I like chronicling. I call myself a chronicler, and that was where it all started. Was when I was in grade school. Really, I went to a Catholic school, and as we've discussed, my mom's side of the family is Italian, and my mom's Catholic. My grandmother's Catholic. So we were baptized Greek Orthodox, but we didn't have a Greek Orthodox school in Pocatello, so we went to Catholic school. And through that process, I learned we did a lot of reading, we did a lot of writing, and it was where I became passionate about what I do today.
That's beautiful. I sometimes, you appear almost every day from your roof deck, and I enjoy you tell us what you did, what you have done the whole day, and what you write in the columns every day. It's always a joy to see, and to see so many people. And sometimes your mother is there, right?
Yeah,
my mother from Italy is watching here. So I have a question for you. So your mom, she's Italian, your father is Greek, right?
Yes, yes. Greek.
Do you have a preference? Which kind of food do you prefer? The Greek food? Food.
There's no contest for Italian food. That's Italian's my favorite kind of food of all foods. So not just over in Greek, it's just You know, it was just always around. Mom was always cooking, and primarily she was cooking Italian food. My grandmother cooked Italian food, and there was always sauces. There was ravioli once a week. There was rigatoni. My mom makes a killer, even today, a killer lasagna. My grandmother made a ravioli that was unbelievable. Mom makes gnocchi. My mom can make a great
my favorite.
Yeah, it's very tough dish to master. But yeah, that's just. But I love the sauces, and I loved it. It was a fun food, you know. I remember when we were children with the rigatoni noodles. You put them on your finger. Yeah, you know.
But I also know that you love food, but you don't cook, because you said during those live chat, you said that you keep your heads in the oven. Mette I capelli in forno, lì dove mette I capelli. We have a chef with us, Antonio. Antonio is watching from Dublin. He's a pastry chef. He's gonna be like, oh, Madonna, he's gonna pray God. Yes, Lucas mette I capelli nel forno. That's how they use the use of the oven for him. You never cook anything?
Not really. No, not from scratch. No, I'll heat things up. I'll make a dish here and there that's just like rudimentary, you know, like a spaghetti dish or something. I'm not a cook. I have no misconceptions about this. I actually took my hats out of the oven. I felt shamed the other day, so I took them out. That's my next step over to becoming a cook, is to get my hats out.
Exactly. It's I remember you and Jen Kramer, our friend. Yeah, you guys were. She said that she's not magical in the kitchen, which I do not believe. I do believe that you and her, because if you want, you can do anything. It's just that you don't want to do it.
Correct.
I have a question for you. You're our entertainer reporter. For how many years? I think you got to Las Vegas in 1996. When did you move to?
That's exactly right.
Yeah. What is your connection with the entertainment? So you said you were a sport journalist, and then you went into the entertainment. Do you have a special talent? So you sing, you dance? Is something I should be aware of?
I'm not artistically inclined. No, it's not that I've, I appreciate the arts more than I participate in the arts. But how I got to become a journalist in the entertainment field was after a couple of years of being a sports writer in Las Vegas at the Review Journal. I left the RJ in '98 and became kind of a general features writer, we call it. I wrote about everything. And through that process, I gradually became interested in the art scene and the entertainment scene in Las Vegas. And I had a natural affinity for it. There's a lot of comparison between a lot of similarities between writing sports and writing entertainment. You know, sports is nothing if not an entertainment vehicle. It has a lot of, you could say it's choreographed. There are plays. There's a lot of physical talent. There's a lot of discipline involved. You can break down a game the same way you can break down a show as a reviewer. And
so
I really enjoyed that, and I really found that I was good at it. And so it took a couple of years after. Thanks. I was just, because I enjoyed it so much, I really got into it. And so after a couple of years at the Las Vegas Sun, they started putting me on more and more entertainment stories, and I started getting to know the performers in town. And then I became an editor for the arts and entertainment section, and I had a staff, and I helped organize the whole thing for quite a while, for like 7 or 8 years, about 8 years. I was an editor, and I didn't write that much. I had a column, but I organized and directed and assigned stories, and I really learned a lot about everything in Las Vegas, and having read all the writers coming in. And then in 2005, those who have lived in Las Vegas since that period remember when the Las Vegas Sun and the Review Journal became a single print edition. And when that happened, the Las Vegas Sun's was not a full paper anymore. So I started writing, it was just a section. So I started writing a column that was a Man About Town column in 2005, and that became what is now Cats. We call it the Cats Report.
Great name. I love that.
Yeah, and that was where it all started. So it's been a gradual progression, but I've met very many interesting people along the way. Some very talented.
I can imagine. Have you ever seen a show? I mean, I'm sure you go every night. You said it before. Your job is pretty intense because you have to see those shows to be able to say something more than just Giada is performing there. You have to go and see everybody, any performer. Have you ever seen in all this year that you have been reporting something that really had impressed you, for good or for bad? Something? Have you ever seen? I don't know. Do you have a musical idol? Have you ever seen somebody that really you were like, Jesus Christ, I'm blessed. I'm able to write, to see this. Something that really
Yeah, that's
Difficult to
I've seen
pinpoint
a
one,
lot.
right?
I've seen a lot in Las Vegas. I will tell you that a couple moments really stand out for me over the years. It was like really center of the universe stuff. One was when U2 performed at the Thomas and Mack Center at UNLV soon after 9/11. They had a show there at at the university's basketball arena. And they don't have as many shows there now, but they had a lot of shows in those days. And U2 came out and sang One. The song One was in their set list. It was a great show anyway. I mean, U2 is like, it's amazing. But when they sang One, they ran all of the victims of 9/11 along the LED panel behind the stage and sang One, the song. And oh man, it was, even to this day, I'll never forget what I felt like sitting there watching that performance.
Chills, right?
It was chills. They really rose to the occasion. This was only about 2 months after 9/11, if that.
Well,
And the opening act that night too, the support group for U2 was No Doubt with Gwen Stefani.
oh, Gwen Stefani.
That was the show. It was Gwen Stefani and No Doubt first, which leveled the place. And right after they played, the house lights came up and they were playing Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, the song. And the house lights were up. They were not dark. And during that song, that's how U2 walked out to Sgt. Pepper's. Just randomly. They just showed up.
Just like that.
Yeah, that was a pretty special night. And I remember, I'm a big Beatles fan, but I remember when in 2000, I think it was 2012, yeah, a few years ago, it was when Love, the show at the Mirage, had its 6th anniversary, and all of the Beatles empire was in town that night. And they were there for the anniversary, and then the next night, Paul McCartney played at MGM Grand. So during that trip, I got to interview George Martin and Giles Martin. George Martin, the Beatles producer.
Yeah, I met him in London and Abbey Road. It's amazing, right?
Yeah, together. I interviewed them together, which was I don't know if they ever did an interview together, but later Giles Martin said it was the only newspaper clipping he ever put on his refrigerator. It was under a magnet. And then that night, I went to see Paul McCartney, and when we were at the show, Yoko Ono walked in with Sean, her son, Ringo Starr with Joe Walsh of the Eagles, Giles and George Martin, Olivia Harrison, George Harrison's widow, walked in, and Paul McCartney's wife also came in. And that row came in together. They all walked in together, and they were up on my left. And I waved to Giles Martin, who I happen to, I've known him over the years, and he did this. He covered his heart and pointed at me when they walked in. And Paul McCartney during that show sang "Give Peace a Chance," the John Lennon song. And Yoko Ono was shown on they'd had a camera angle of her, and her and Sean were pointing at Paul McCartney singing that song, and he was singing it back to them. Oh, was that crazy? That was a night right there. Yeah, as we say, it could only happen here in Las Vegas. They were all here to see the Love show, you know.
It's a magical, I mean, I've
very
been
rare
here and I love it here. It's a very, very special place. I always say I shouldn't tell that often, because otherwise we're going to have many people want to come to Vegas, but Vegas is really a place that is very special.
Yeah, keep it a secret.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I've never met so many wonderful people in such a short time. People that became really friends, not people that I say hello when I see them, really friends. So it's and I see many appearing here. We also have Mike Hammer watching us, John.
How's Mike doing?
Yeah, and
Mike's
Clint
a funny
Thomas, we have
guy.
our Clint. We have our superstar from Vegas, guys. I know Clint Thomas is going to be my guest too in a week or two, I think. And Mike, you have to be my guest too, and you have to.
Mike, you got to get on. Got to get both of them on. Clint just reissued "Playground in My Mind." He just posted it today, an acoustic version of his hit from 1973. Check it out on Facebook. I'm going to write about it. It's a new version of a very old song. He did it great. Everything Clint does is great.
There's only one Clint Thomas, I'm always saying. Like there is only one Johnny Katz. I have a question for you, because many people think, for instance, the jobs of a performer that is very glamorous, because we go on stage, makeup, clothes, we love everybody, we share love. But of course, you were talking yesterday, I think, on your chat backstage. I mean, the situation that sometimes we as artists we have to deal with. I sang at Carnegie Hall, and you said Frankie Moreno did it too. I mean,
Frankie was there
yeah,
a few
Frankie
years
was
ago.
there
Yeah.
too.
He's actually done 2 shows there, Frankie. Yeah, he's
Yeah,
been there
me too.
twice
I've
now.
done it 2 years in a row, and the rooms.
Yeah.
I mean, Carnegie Hall is magical, but come on, it's nothing glamorous. What is I mean, everybody imagine also you going every night from show to show, having this glamour of beautiful life. Can you share with us something that is, I mean, that is not glamour at all of your job of being a writer? What is it?
I think the thing that I never I don't post about it, and you never see me put it out there on Instagram or do videos when I'm actually writing and when I'm doing transcription and I'm doing the kind of online research and I'm on the phone talking to people, and you never see me post about leads that don't work out or me going through a 20 or 30-minute interview on transcription with these buds in, and I'd be out on my deck. There's a lot of work that goes into me being out around the city. It's not just, that's a lot of time when you do that and you're always raking for information. But outside of that, either when I get home or the next day, is the mechanical work. It's the mechanical work, and that's what people don't see. That's the real work. Because I've chosen to write every day, but that means I have to write every day. And when you have that hanging over your head, you have to have a special patience and a special temperament to deal with it. Here's my train.
I never realized that I've been doing this every month. So every day I have to prepare. Every day, for a month, I've been doing this to prepare what to do, because I mean, so I can only imagine for you must be crazy. Every day you have to fill that page and have to be something to be as people at home. We have to find it interesting. How do you get your news? You said you do some research, but there's also people asking you and telling you things.
Yeah, I have contacts around who inform me of things. I've got publicists all over the place who inform me of things coming up. My own meter, my own relationships with people around town makes me aware of what people want to read about. We just talked about Quinn Holmes. He texted me today. He said he had this song up that he'd redone it. So that's a natural. And I follow. I'm following people right now. I'm following people on their social media feeds on Facebook, seeing what they're up to, what they've got going on, and checking in. I'm doing a lot of checking in with people. How are you doing? Are you all right? I was just talking to friends of mine I've got a good friend who happens to be in Chippendales, Ryan Kelsey. Okay. And I was in contact with Ryan. Ryan's been dancing for 18 years. He was in Jubilee. His whole family was in Jubilee. And, this gave me a chance to regenerate a conversation with Ryan, who's a buddy of mine, and I've known him for a long time. Great guy, great performer. He's a great dancer. He's been in a lot of shows. Vegas, the show. I've mentioned Jubilee. He was in a show called Pin Up over at the Stratosphere for a few years. And so that leads me into a conversation with him, and I might be writing more about him and his family during all this. Yeah. So,
there was one of my questions. I mean, this quarantine time at home with me and myself. I mean, I have JJ, you are by yourself, and we go out for walks by ourselves. It's changed me in a way that I became more aware of being a human being. So I'm more close than ever to my parents, my friends, my fans, people like you. I communicate, and I just like you, I tune in every day to. I know also everybody was live yesterday. Frankie Shint, I follow him. I follow you. I follow. Don't you think that is something positive anyway of this slowdown we had because of the quarantine? We became more human.
Yeah, I think it has. It's stopped the clock for a lot of us, and a lot of us could use that once in a while, a way to just get off the hamster wheel, and be normal for a while. And that's that there is something to be said for that, to be able to talk to your family and just, the entry point of the conversation isn't the show I saw last night, or, which it usually is. And they love hearing all the stories, but it's really more like, how am I coping? How are my friends coping? My family knows a lot of the entertainers who are friends of mine in Las Vegas, so they're always asking about that. And yeah, to kind of, I went for a bike ride to Walgreens yesterday. That was like the highlight of my day. And
yeah, everything has changed. I mean, and I see superstar doing shows like me in the living room. Josh Groban sings in the shower, and I'm like, it's something. I think he has made all of us more approachable, more human being. Like you taught me a word that a couple of weeks ago on the chat. That word I forgot. The word I've never heard of. That you said you use it all the time. That we are more human being, more common. What was it? Oh,
Commoners? Was it commoners?
yes.
Yes.
I love the words. I never heard it. So and
That word, I'll tell you, Giada, that for some reason, those who have English as not their first language, I have said that to another friend of mine who doesn't speak English as her first language. I said, the phrase was, this is a while ago, but I said, yeah, I think I'll go out and chat up the commoners. It's a joke, it's just, it's a joke, I said it. But she had to go look up the word, same as you.
I Googled it too, because you texted me that word, and I was like, oh, what did he say? I have no idea. So I'm learning English with John Katz. I mean, what an honor is that?
You're learning a different kind of English, yeah.
I know. It's funny is that when you speak, I speak 5 languages. English is my 3rd one, but I speak even more when it comes only to bad words. I don't know why. The bad words, the bad expressions. I cannot tell you which one was my first English words, but was not a good one. And was told to me when I was living in Amsterdam by a British lady. She was like the Queen of England. And she said to me, this is very good, this British accent. It's very important for you to learn. And it was one of the worst words of the English dictionary to tell somebody, to bring along. And I was like,
I'm with you.
And that was my English at the time. I mean, and then they were trying to teach me like to say, how are you? I was like, how do you say come ti chiami? I couldn't memorize, but the other one I could. I don't know. He said something of the brain.
So when you are, let's say you hit your thumb with a hammer.
See.
When you scream the profanity about that, whatever comes out, is that English? Or is it Italian?
Either Italian or Dutch.
Dutch?
Yes, my 2nd language is Dutch. JJ is Dutch. So
JJ speaks.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I lived for 5 years in Amsterdam, and I had a record contract with BMG in Holland. So the second was it in order is Italian, French, Dutch, and then is English. So it's my 4th one. But French, I don't practice it anymore. So I understand, and I have difficulty sometimes to speak. But Dutch, and I think in Dutch, because me and JJ, we speak a lot Dutch together, because JJ speaks some Italian, but
yeah.
We don't really. So yeah, I think in Dutch. But you know what it is? I can say any kind of bad things in German, in French, in Dutch, in English, and I would never say it in my own language, because somehow he has more deep. If I say certain thing, I will never use the word of God in not in a proper situation in Italian, but I can do it in all the other languages.
It's not. It's not. It's not a violation if you say it in English, but it is in Italian.
Yeah, but you say God. I mean, if I would say that in Italian, I don't know. My parents, la mia mamma che ci sta guardando, my mother would be like, "What?" But I don't say it in English. I remember I knew some Dutch words. Very bad one when I was in Holland, I was talking like a truck driver, and at a certain point my mother-in-law, she said, do you know the meaning of what you're saying? I said, yes, I do. And she said, why are you saying? Because it doesn't have any real meaning to me, but I do speak Dutch. Is like Italian for me. It's
okay.
But
that's the language. Is that the language you and JJ met? That was the first
actually, when me and JJ met, we didn't have any language in common.
It was French, but when you did meet, add a language, it was French, right?
Was English. Okay. Yeah, when I met JJ, I could speak Italian and French, and JJ Dutch and German. So he gave me a book, because we married 9 months after the first day we met. So he gave me, in those 9 months, he gave me an English book, and I've learned reading the book and watching Cartoon Network. So in the beginning, I was talking like Yogi and Boo Boo. Hey, buddy, how are you doing? That was my English. Yeah, I moved to Amsterdam, and my whole house was filled with yellow positive, with chair, table, ceiling, floor, spoon. That's been my way. But
hey, Mr. Ranger, sir, I'll let you say.
Yeah, exactly. That's how I was talking.
Yeah, I remember that one.
But John, I have a question, and then we need to go. Have you ever been to Italy? You are Italian and Greek. Have you been to Italy and Greece?
Mm-hmm. Where in Italy have you been? To the Morenos. We went to Florence and Milan, and Venice, your home court. We went to all those cities. Yeah, we spent a few days there. Visited Duomo. We went. We did I wrote a whole big thing. I'll have to share with you the story I wrote after that trip. Frankie was doing a lot of writing of music, and I was writing about the whole process. It was him and his brothers, and Denise Trissello, who's a photographer friend of ours, who's Italian, also from Las Vegas, but she's Italian by heritage. And we ran all over. We did videos. We did scooters. We rode scooters across the Chianti countryside. I wrecked a scooter. I fell off a scooter.
Oh gosh.
We went on on a gondola ride. Two gondola rides for Frankie. You know, I've been on the gondola in Venice, but never at the Palazzo at Venetian. So we did that. That was about 2013, 2012.
Okay, I wanted to say. And
yeah,
you
I'll send you
with Frankie Moreno? With Frankie Moreno?
Yeah, we all went over there to do a writing trip. Yeah, we did.
I didn't know. And actually, when I moved here to Vegas a year ago, I always thought that Frankie Moreno was somehow Spanish. And then I remember when I met him, he said, "No, I'm Italian, like you." I didn't know. And then I met his father, of course, is Italian. So.
Yeah, like Rita Moreno is Latin. That's the difference. Yeah, that's how people get that mixed up. Yeah. But we did that, and it was really fun.
Oh, beautiful! Yeah, let me know when you can what you wrote, the review you had from Italy. I'm curious to.
I'll send it to you. It was a cover story in a magazine cover story.
Oh, pretty. Now, John, I think I roast you enough for today. I grill you. What did I do? I was kind. Come on, I was kind.
I was expecting worse.
I told you when I announced that you would be with me, they know that I'm daring. I'm Italian, and they said, "Can you ask him this?" I said, "No, we don't ask." But I said, "We don't. If you want, you ask yourself. Dare to ask." But there are all people that love you, by the way. So
I'm easy to find. That's what I tell them.
I know that's when we are in my business, your business, we know who you are, but we all love you. I mean, I surely do.
Love you too.
I love you. You are fantastic. You always are like the sunshine of Las Vegas. Look at you, bright. I see a lot of comments and questions, guys. If there are some questions, I will let you know. I see them writing. And there were many Vegas people, but also tantissimi italiani. Ragazzi, poi vi farò le traduzioni di quello che ci ha raccontato. That's my problem. I have a lot of Italian and I forget the translation. Otherwise, it's going to be like 27 minutes. John, I love you.
I've seen your show.
Exactly, right? The show will be learning the translating everything. I should put the undertitling, or you say the subtitles, undertitling. I make my own words.
Subtitles.
Thank you, sir, for teaching me English. And I want to thank you. And are you going live today?
I think so. Yeah, I think I'll go live. It'll probably be tonight. Later on tonight.
So guys, if you are on Instagram and you never go live on Facebook, so guys, for you on Instagram, John Katz, what is your account on Instagram?
At Johnny Katz 1, JohnnyKats, number 1. That's it. Mm-hmm.
Awesome. And otherwise, guys, you ask me and I tell you where it is. And every night you can see the view of Las Vegas and John telling a story. Love you, man. Stay safe. Stay at home. Stay away. Social distance is the new way of saying I love you. So
you got it, Giada.
Thank you. A pleasure to have you. See you soon, hopefully, for a real hug. Ciao, John. Guys, I know you have been enjoying, John. I see a lot of you there. Paola Maggio was there. Diane Fiorentino. Yeah, we are lucky to have Johnny Katz here in Las Vegas with us. I lived in New York City, and I met some reporter that were not even a quarter of as nice that Johnny is. You know, the only way was trying to find something bad to write, and never something nice to report. It was like a bad announcement was their way to write something. But no, John is always positive. We all love him, and all the ladies love him. And now we got our questions. So thank you, by the way, also for sharing. I know you guys have been sharing a lot. We have a lot of viewers today. You share every time. I know that you, Diane, you want to say Diane Fiorentino. You said you want to do a watch party. Please, if you do, let me know. I want to participate to my own watch party. And you too, Antonio, anche tu sei ogni giorno con me. Veronique is here. I know Natalie is sleeping because Natalie started to work in the hospital. She's in Toulouse, France, and she could not be with us tonight, many of you. And I have a question. I will set a poll. Would you prefer for me to do the concert on Fridays or Sunday? Same time, 2 p.m., 5 p.m., 20 ore 23 in Italia. But would you prefer Friday and Sunday? So far, everybody said Sunday. Only a few of you said Friday. So we are thinking about maybe moving the concert from Friday to Sunday. So please let me know. Preferite i concerti il venerdì o la domenica. Per il momento sta vincendo la domenica e vi ringrazio anche per gli share che fate. Antonio, tu li fai ogni giorno con i tuoi amici. How many people are, I mean, JJ, can you read? Mike Hammer, thank you for being with us. Richard Hunger, thank you for being with me every day. You guys have been with me every day. I know Doug is also there. Let me take the microphone here. And so you know that you guys are very important to me. So, and every time I listen to you, and
some of you have been amazing supporters of my stay at home videos. So, and I thank you for that. You're sharing, you're donating. The tip jar is always coming in. Is donate what you can, and you do. I see Janet Sessa, you're there. Janet, you're here every day. I know, my love. What I wrote you yesterday, but I don't know if you saw. Were you the girl, the woman who asked Italian signorina? Is somebody asking all the time Italian signorina and Al di là? But every time I cannot go back and scroll back to the messages, and then I forgot who it was. I think it was you, Janet, because I can put it in the concert for you either Friday or Sunday. Fatemi sapere se preferite I concerti il venerdì o la domenica. Do you prefer concerts Fridays or Sundays? Of course, you can always watch them back wherever you want. Yes, please sing Italian Signorina. Perfect. So either Friday or Sunday, wherever the concert is going to be, Janet, you're going to have Italian Signorina tutta per te. And you have a name that is very Italian, so I guess you are an Italian Signorina. And I see sometimes some of you said, hey, you never talk to me. It's because the title, they scroll down and I don't get to see them. And JJ told me that when I scroll back and forward, you guys at home hear funny noises. So I'm not allowed to touch the computer anymore. Not Veronique, you are there too. And so I'm not allowed, but I saw a lot of people that were appearing. I'm sorry if I forgot to mention your name. Was anybody JJ specific that, and also on Instagram, how many of you are there? So my guest today was a lot of fun, right? I see Linda Sunday. I'm going to read later and I see if I can start a poll like Friday or Sunday so you guys can participate and do. So yesterday I talk with you every day through my mailing list. You send me email. Yesterday, actually, I got some new people that joined me after my interview with Frankie Scinta. And one of the person, Sandra, she asked me about my tiramisu, where she can find the ingredients. She asked me which CD she buy, and I answered to all of you. And yesterday, I was in contact with Doug from Sacramento. Actually, we are able to do the concert because Doug was the first one, generous one, because he bought for me to remember my mixer broke, so I was not able to use the microphone, so it was impossible for me to sing. And Doug bought it for me. So yesterday I was in contact with Doug that every day after the chat he write me thank you or stuff like that, like a lot of you do. And then he said, one day you have to sing this song because it's a beautiful song, and I think you have to sing it. And so I'm very curious and I love music, and I always try to stretch myself. I'm learning new songs every day, anything for you guys. And so Doug, yesterday, as soon as I hang up the message you sent me, I said, I have to sing this song. You said that you really love this song. I love the movie. It's a song from The Sound of Music, so Julie Andrews. And it's a song that is based off an Austrian anthem. And it's from the scene. Do you remember when Captain Van Trapp is singing, and they are escaping Austria, leaving their land to go to another place because of the time war. I mean, the movie is spectacular, actually, which remind me I want to see it again. So, and he asked me this song, and I said I think it's very appropriate to sing it. I learned it yesterday, so if I make a mistake today, please, guys, forgive me all. But for you, Doug, and for all the people that are with me every day, per voi, per tutti quanti, questa è una canzone che mi ha richiesto uno di voi e ho deciso di cantarla. L'ho imparata ieri e ve la canto oggi. È una canzone dal film The Sound of Music of Julie Andrews. So, Doug, for you and for all of you that love this song, here is the song. Let's hope God be with me and hope I can sing it properly. Let's see. JJ. Edelweiss, Edelweiss, every morning you greet me, small and white, clean and bright, you look happy to meet me. Blossom of snow, may you bloom and Edelweiss, Edelweiss, bless my homeland forever. Sing with me. Edelweiss, Edelweiss, every morning you greet me, small and white, clean and bright. You look happy to meet me. Blossom of snow, may your bloom and grow, bloom and grow forever. Edelweiss, Edelweiss, bless my homeland forever. Bless my homeland forever. So, Doug, I hope you liked the song. I hope you all guys liked it, which remind me that I need to see again the sounds of music. Yesterday, when I wanted to learn this song, of course, I only watched the little clip when he's taking his guitar, which I read he played himself. He played himself the guitar and he sang it himself. So it was pretty spectacular. And I'm going to learn, during the week, I tackle these songs, and then during the concert on Sundays and Friday we have to decide when I sing them again for you. So this Friday or Saturday you will you will see me sing this song again and some other that you have requested. Italian Signorina for you, Janet, and I see Marilyn over there. I cannot see you guys on Instagram, but if you have, because it's too far away from me, but if you have any request or just dedication, if you want to say Giada, sing any song for whoever person you want me to sing for. Today, of course, I sang Cinema Paradiso for a friend of mine, che non c'è più. I sang a song for a friend of mine who passed away, Caterina Maria Curatolo. I know she loved that song. She was a dear friend of mine and a fan. She was always supporting my music. So, ragazzi, vedo che siete in tantissimi anche dall'Italia. Io mi scuso che non riesco mai a fare tutte le traduzioni per voi, ma immagino riusciate a capire quello che dico. So che c'è sempre anche la mia mamma, lei ci guarda ogni giorno, non capisce nulla dell'inglese, ma ha sempre piacere di vederci. My mother is watching these videos every night with my father. They do not speak English, and still my mom enjoys to watch it. Just I think she enjoys to see how many of you writing these things, and she tell me, oh, they were sharing. So you're making my mother happy too. So quando fate lo share, rendete anche mia mamma orgogliosa e felice che fanno lo share, o quando mi mettete gli applausi. So I thank you. Thank you, Ronnie, for the rest in peace for my friends, Caterina Maria. Well, time flies very fast when I have fun. Il tempo vola sempre così. Voglio ringraziare my guest today, Johnny Katz, our entertainment reporter here in Las Vegas, for finding time in his busy schedule. Voglio ringraziare Johnny Katz che è pienissimo di lavoro, eppure era qui con me oggi. I also want to do a special shout out to my friend here in Las Vegas, in Wes Roberts and Gina. Listen to this. People here are amazing. Wes yesterday ring a bell. You know, when the bells ring lately, we're like, whoa, what's going on? We are not allowed to open the door. But Wes texted me and he said, it's me. I'm in the front of your door leaving food. He brought me food. He brought me, I don't know how much chicken that he had bought at Smith. I think like 3 kg di pollo mi ha portato questo amico ieri. Ha fatto la spesa anche per me. And then they cook noodles. Gina she cooks she's from the Philippines. Viene dalle Filippine e cucina questi noodles buonissimi. Antonio, ci stai guardando? Sono dei noodles con il pollo, fatti con del brodo. Sono come una pasta un po' diversa dalla pasta dei noodles. You guys in America know, I was explaining to my friends in Italy, they don't know what noodles is. It was delicious. So thank you, Gina, for making noodles for us. We had it last night with chicken, and I have my refrigerator filled with chicken. And then, of course, they also brought me some cookies, and I have some cookies and some chocolate. What else was there, JJ? You brought me crème fraîche, so I can every Sunday bagels. Oh yeah, the bagels. I froze the bagels because I have so much food that I need to finish before I start to open up. So I've frozen all the bagels. So grazie. Thank you so much, Wes and Gina. I love you both dearly. Stay safe, stay at home. I see many of you appearing. So grazie. Ragazzi, ci vediamo domani.
I'm going to see you tomorrow. I cannot believe the time flew so fast. I'll see you tomorrow, 2 p.m., same time. And my guest tomorrow, you're going to love him. He's a young man that lives here in Las Vegas. Actually, I don't know if he was born and raised in Vegas. We're going to ask him. He's Daniel Emmett. Daniel Emmett is an amazing singer. He was one of the finalists of American Got Talent. We were going to ask him about it. Ciao Martina, mia cugina. Domani stavo dicendo, ho come ospite un cantante, un giovane cantante qui di, non so se è di Las Vegas, comunque abita adesso a Las Vegas, che era un finalista del programma America Got Talent. Noi in Italia abbiamo Italy Got Talent, qui abbiamo America, e gli chiederemo, we're going to ask him how everything goes. So, and maybe, I don't know, he is an amazing singer. I sang with him. Sometimes he's guest on my show, me and this, and we sing songs together. Maybe he's going to sing a song for us. Unfortunately, we cannot do duets because of the delays in the thing, so in the time delay, but hey, maybe I can convince Daniel to sing something. You're gonna love him. So ci vediamo domani alle 23 per voi in Italia, 22 per voi a Dublino. Martina, buonanotte se vai a Nanna e statemi bene tu ed Alessandro. And tomorrow 2 p.m. from Las Vegas and 5 p.m. for all of you. Mike and Anna Maria, se ci guardate, vi penso, vi voglio bene, a friends of mine in Long Island. And thank all of you for being with me. A domani, ci vediamo domani. Love you guys.